It was not exactly the sort of thought that Howard found titillating. Howard shook his head to rid himself of the disgusting fantasy and made an immediate decision. He called the vice president of the company and told him that personal illness forced him to take an indefinite leave of absence from consulting. He was vague about the exact nature of his illness, saying only that he had no idea of when he would be able to return to consulting. The executive sounded disappointed, but accepted his reasons for leaving. He told Howard that the company was sorry to see him go, and said that he hoped that Howard would recover quickly from his illness. Howard was at a complete loss after abandoning his job. He dithered around the house for a few days, then called his mistress. He was secretly terrified that Barbie would become angry at being ignored and inform Anita about their affair. After beating around the bush for a few minutes, he told her he was ill and couldn't see her that week. His excuse sounded lame even to him, but there was nothing he could do about it. Howard had no intention of letting his mistress see him looking like a teenaged boy. He couldn't bear to be thought of as a child by a woman who had been so recently impressed by his virility. The terror of being exposed to Anita as an adulterer hung over him for a week. He hung around the phone for days waiting for Barbie's response, but the phone remained silent. The only bright spot that week were his relations with Anita. Watching TV was out with his libido in such a frenzy. When he discovered himself getting horny while watching reruns of Roseanne, he turned the TV off. There were limits, and getting horny while looking at Roseanne's chunky figure made him feel like a pervert. He started spending his mornings in the bathroom while Anita was at work looking at porno magazines. Since he had to be sit on the toilet anyhow for the vicious case of diarrhea he had contracted, he thought he might as well enjoy himself. Unfortunately, they hadn't helped revive the urges the toxins had destroyed.